like 15.2 on the PTS, and it's like the playstyle's really good, and the changes he made are okay. Like a couple of them are kind of sketchy, but it's like he knew the direction to go with it, and he's doing what needs to be done. It's just like I don't know how much he's gonna do, like how far he's gonna go. As for tanking, I mean he hasn't really done anything, but he said he's gonna change something today about leadership aggro or and Justicar skills, which is good. I just don't want Cleric Tank to be what it was in Infernal Dawn, where you just spam Doctrinal Loyalty and win, which is lame as shit.
Well, I think that's the least of his worries, trying to do anything with Justicar. I think his biggest worries are Inquisitor, which does shit DPS, trying to figure out what the fuck he wants to do with Druid, and then he can start working on other crap.
Oh man, that Druid. Don't buff that Druid.
Yeah, well, Druid needs to stay where it's at. If you buff it anymore,
Watch out.
Shere Khan's gonna be doing like 1,000,000 DPS.
That wild streak.
And what these hard modes? They're do you think that in the future that they could just, instead of releasing the hard modes after like all this time after they release FT and EE, do you think there's going to be a time where they release it maybe a week after everything's cleared? Give people enough time to clear normal modes, learn them, practice them, and then do hard modes like all at once instead of like, because I think they're going to do Progenitor and Galidra first, and then they're going to wait a little bit after that and then do the Kayn and Xavier.
No, did you not read what Dagler just posted? He said 2.2 will be all 4 hard mode bosses.
Well, I'm not on the forums. I'm reading the goddamn patch notes.
Well, I'm reading the forums, and it says that it will be the 4, unless I misread.
That's because you're bad, and you're not concentrating. You don't have enough focus. All right, so that will be interesting. Let me read this here. So, ding, 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 ding. Breaking news. Daglar, who's I guess he's going to be the new lead games, or the new guy that takes over everything at Rift, just posted the part 2 of the state of the game. So should I read this like the whole thing?
No, it's pretty pointless. There really wasn't much said. It was basically just we're working on stuff for 2.2 and 2.3. 2.2 is going to have Tier 3 PA after that got pushed back like a year and a half ago. Thank God. And the hard modes are going to come out in 2.2. There's really nothing else to be said.
2.2 is to be Carnival of the Ascendant.
Oh, yeah, they're reintroducing the Carnival, which is kind of sad because I still have 93 of my troll popcorn, and now everyone's going to be able to get them again. I kind of liked having 93 of them and just been able to use them, and everyone's like, what the fuck is that? Like, all the new players, they have no clue what it is.
Yeah, you're just gonna... I hope they don't have the same bugs where you could just do the ticket thing on the balloons. Well,
the thing is they're monitoring for, scripts now, so if you do use a jump script, you're gonna get banned.
Yeah, that's true. I never got in on that train, but
I did.
I should have. I wanted some troll.
I did. I had like 200 of them.
Yeah, so I guess that'll lead us nicely into the next topic, which is the not so surprising but sad news that the guy in charge of everything Rift, Scott Hartzman, left Tryon of his own will, apparently. We don't know why he left or where he left to, but he said he's stepping down. And I really don't think this is going to affect the content development, not the pace, but the quality of it, because he said the same people that were in charge this whole time of making content will be in charge still, which could be good or bad. I like the content. I like the additions of systems they've done to Rift, but at the same time, a lot of the content has been really buggy. And I think that's two things. It could be the fact that they released content so fast they didn't have enough time to test it. Like in a while, you see a patch on the PTR for months and months and months, and everyone can test it. The raids, dungeons, everything. Nothing's limited, and they add features, progressively as people fully test certain features they want tested first. And it could be that they had some bad apples that weren't pulling their weight, etc. Like, I really don't think they're gonna keep developing content at the pace that they were before. And I don't think, Rift is going anywhere. Obviously, there was a bunch of idiots on the forums yesterday that were talking about Rift going free to play, and this letter was going to say free to play all over it. I just did a word search. I don't see free to play anywhere. So, egg on your face, and I hope you guys die in a fiery car crash. Because seriously, we don't need it. It's like we have enough morons in the world. Like, you guys should go play WoW. Like, you guys would fit in perfectly. Do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? Like, just tell me your opinion about him leaving. How it's going to affect Rift, if at all.
I honestly don't know. I never, kept up to date with anything he did. I never knew what he overlooked. I never knew what his exact job was to do at Tryon in regards to Rift. So I don't really have much input for that.
In my opinion, it's the way it is now because not anything to rag on Scott Hartzman, but I mean, the guy has posted on the forums like only a couple times, and when he has, it's been really these big, elaborate posts. I'm sure he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes, or he did a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but he's not really present the way they make it out to be. And Daglar is. Like, he posts all the fucking time, like every, like every day almost. Not even, well, not every day, but at least 5 to 7 times a week, and that's good. That's really good. And that's what we want. We don't want somebody behind the scenes, to be the head of everything. We want somebody visible.
And especially with a solar team, like they have now, someone that that can communicate more often. That's hands-on, like him. Like Daglar has been everywhere. He's talking about warriors one thread, then he's talking about fucking mounts, and then he's talking about dimensions, and then he pops in to talk about currency, then he goes to talk about mages. Like, the guy is either like on a very good drug that doesn't make you go crazy, like bath salts, or he's just like an alien from outer space. Like, he's not human, period. I don't think a person like that could be human. Or he could just burn out real quick, and in a year from now we'll have a new lead game designer. Who knows? But for now, and I'll read this state of the game thing more thoroughly when I'm done here, it seems like they're just going forward. They got plans for the future. I'm sad that Dendrum's not releasing in 2.2 because I can go back and link a video where one of those Let's Play Rift videos where one of the devs said that there would be a player-driven event coming out in 2.2, which would lead to the opening in 2.3. What it sounds like now is that they're going to do the player-driven event in 2.3, and then later after that, during that event, in 2.3, before 2.4, Dendrum would open. So maybe one of those phases, phase 2 or 3 or whatever, like when Hammer now opened during stage 4 or 5. But I'm really optimistic about Daglar because he's one of the guys that he's like a really good baseball coach or a really good football coach. He's probably not the most popular person in the office, but everyone probably respects him because he says what he wants done and people do it. He doesn't bullshit around. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that's the impression I got from him. And those are the leaders that I follow. Like, my boss is like that. And I've been working for him for 9 years. So definitely optimistic about that.
Yeah.
So, we got to get ready for a raid here. If you guys don't have anything else to talk about, that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk about. And these shows should be more often. Like, I told Oreo, well, maybe not Oreo, but I told Ruff the family emergency I had the past 3 weeks, and that finally calmed down, so I'm able to do this again. Sorry about that, but I'll keep doing it. It's not going anywhere until I die from a heart attack or Rift ceases to be a great game. So without further ado, that's gonna wrap it up for us. If you have any questions, any concerns, any comments, you want to tell us how terrible we are, just follow us, at our Twitch to see when we're going live, or you can just follow us on raidlock.podomatic.com, and I'll post a link to this show once it's done on the forums because I have to edit it, make it all pretty, and you guys can listen to it. If you have iTunes or Stitcher, you can subscribe to Raidlock on there too, and download it when the feed updates to them or whatever. However that magic is done. So, do you guys want to plug anything? Any Twitters, any Facebooks?
Well, everyone knows my Facebook. That's pretty obvious. I was gonna say, lately, I guess one of the many reasons we haven't had an episode lately is there's just really not much to talk about. There isn't much going on until, a lot of the announcements this week in the past, 2 weeks, I guess. If you guys have any ideas of topics we could possibly cover, please send us an email or message us in game. That would be very appreciated.
Yeah, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send Elrar a PM and see if we can get someone on here that's PvE related to talk. Even though they probably don't like us very much, but it's worth a shot.
I'm sure they don't like us, and I doubt they would want to waste their time. I mean, they're probably off work at this point, so yeah, I mean, we could do an early episode, something like that would fit everyone's schedule, but I don't really know how interested they are.
I mean, not even having
like
someone live. I mean, they did shit for small podcasts back in the day. That's not a problem. They could probably do something pre-recorded, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
But you're a pessimistic asshole, so I'm not going to take your word for it.
I can't deny that.
All right, so yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up there. You guys have a good day, and see you in about 2 weeks.
User in your channel stopped recording.
See how long that was.
It was like in 45 minutes, maybe.
Half a giga. Start at 550, modified at 643. Under an hour.
It's pretty good for being slow time of rating.
Yeah, it's not bad. We covered a lot of topics. It's just, as I mentioned, we need more topics. There's not much going on right now.
Yeah.
The stream is still active, by the way. I haven't turned it off yet, so.